Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the MBTI personalities as villain types. Make sure to watch each one and find out what type of villain you are. Each personality type is a different type of villain, and we have assigned those types to each one of the 16 personality types. Find out what it is and determine how you can use this knowledge in reaching personal growth and self-improvement. Here are MBTI personalities as villain types. Number 1. ISTJ. The ISTJ villain is the one that amasses a sizable collection of historical relics and plans meticulous heists designed to add to their stock of priceless and rare goods. They are drawn to robbing historical monuments and museums. They work in secret and rely on highly skilled professional goons to execute their dirty work for them. Number 2. ISFJ. The internalized resentment and previous hurt that the ISFJ villain cannot let go of motivate them. The trauma that caused them to become the deformed and psychologically scarred person they are now torments them. They may now desire to cause suffering to others out of a compulsion to hold those accountable for what was done to them. They can deceive others into believing in them until it is too late, thanks to their evil FE. Number 3. ESTJ. The ESTJ villain is a skilled schemer who creates intricate and well-considered schemes to achieve their goals. The ESTJ villain will employ their knowledge of tested techniques for getting over every barrier they can anticipate, as well as a few contingent possibilities that may catch them off guard. Whether they're planning a bank heist or stealing a rare painting from a museum with high security. When necessary, they possess the capacity for deductive reasoning. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. ESFJ. The ESFJ villain has a crew that they turn to for guidance and advice. They involve their subordinates in the planning process, although some of their subordinates might cast doubt on and contest their leadership abilities and judgment. The ESFJ villain believes they are excellent at what they do and is frequently unaware of the revolt that their scheming crew is planning against them. Number 5. INFJ. The tragic figure who has their perception of humanity severely tainted by a terrible and traumatic series of events is the INFJ villain. They're evolved to detest a group of people they perceive as posing a threat to another group of people they sympathize with. They no longer consider those people to be fellow humans, but rather demons, whose existence prevents them from achieving their vision of a world that is more ideal. They are much more terrifying because, in their deranged imaginations, their cause is worthwhile and vital. The most likely way for an INFJ to be a villain in fiction would be for them to believe they're doing the right thing. Number 6. INFP. Another sad soul that was probably turned into an INFP villain by their harsh and awful lot in life. They suffered more suffering and loss than anyone ought to, and as a result, they now adhere to a philosophy of revenge and desperation. Although they are essentially psychotic, individuals who are aware of their past may believe they can be helped and changed. An idealist who has given up is at the root of their wrath, a decent individual who gave in to the dark side. Number 7. ENFJ. The ENFJ bad guy behaves like a mafia boss. Despite being incorrect, their grand plans serve a higher purpose. They surround themselves with submissive myrmidons and yes-men who look up to them as a messiah. The ENFJ criminal business is underlined by a code of honor and ideology. They have boundaries they won't cross and things they won't do. They respect boundaries, but if they are violated, icy response is required. Number 8. ENFP. Because they are essentially a nice person living on the wrong side of the tracks, ENFP supervillains are complicated. They are on a goal that only they believe is right, making them more of an anti-hero. Because they are willing to die to achieve their objective, they are dangerous and fanatical. They are driven by retaliation or self-centered ambition propelled by a rebellious, self-righteous worldview. Number 9. ISTP. The ISTP villain is a bad guy who typically operates alone and is driven by money or material gain. They can work as a hitman for hire, a sophisticated thief, or a serial killer, and are extremely adept and formidable on their own. They are stern and cold-blooded, which heightens their villainous impact. Number 10. ISFP. The ISFP antagonist is a haughty snob who feels entitled to take expensive items because they are the only ones deserving of owning them due to their better sense of taste. The ISFP is a sophisticated crook who enjoys collecting rare and priceless items. They are probably renowned art burglars and museum robbers. Number 11. ESTP. The ESTP villain belongs to the class of criminals who are psychopathic and brutal in how they go about getting what they want. They are the kingpin of organized crime, the tyrant that rules with an iron grip and has a terrifying temper. The ESTP antagonist demands nothing less than total loyalty. Underlings who kiss their asses will get paid off, but those who are too competent and non-deferential will be seen as a threat to ESTP's power and will be hunted down and killed. Number 12. ESFP. The ESFP antagonist is volatile, combative, and temperamental. They are narcissistic thrill seekers who are motivated by desire and money. They are being eaten by the green-eyed monster and are looking for immediate fulfillment. They behave cruelly and violently toward those around them when they are dissatisfied. Their TE drives them to seek to rule, control, and hurt other people, while their wicked FI renders them immune to other people's emotions. Number 13. INTJ. The INTJ villain is the one who is just driven by lofty scientific goals and could care less about the consequences to anyone. Although they don't specifically want to kill people, the nature of their plans ultimately results in a significant human cost. That would be a reason to abandon such intentions for the average person. But for the INTJ villain, it is not really a problem. They treat the people like ants and only regard those who are helpful to them. The INTJ villain will typically have an endless supply of plans at their disposal to take care of their ambitions, which frequently involves total dominion to some level or another. An INTJ villain would rather avoid getting their hands filthy with the hero's blood than risk damaging their image as untouchable. Number 14. INTP. The INTP villain is dangerous because they may act covertly, strike suddenly, and leave little to no evidence of their existence. Although their motivations are nihilistic and appear random, only the sharpest sleuths will see the patterns. The INTP antagonist enjoys playing tricks on their pursuers and watching them try to put together the well-hidden evidence. The INTP antagonist enjoys playing tricks on their pursuers and watching them try to put together the well-hidden evidence they leave behind. Although the INTP personality type doesn't typically seek to harm others, someone will inevitably suffer if their goal is to be accomplished. The main villain, who can't fully control the experiment but is trying to steer the INTP's lab freaks in the correct direction, is frequently the villain in INTP stories. Number 15. ENTJ. The League of Supervillains is led by the ENTJ villain. In order to connect villains with one another and pool resources and more effectively coordinate their schemes, they establish the League. With the help of ENTJ, criminals now have a structured organization where they can easily make commercial agreements, attend conferences, and network with other criminals all around the world. A yearly membership fee is collected by ENTJs to support their evil endeavors. Number 16. ENTP. The Machiavellian mastermind who sows mayhem and disorder for their own delight is the arch-enemy of the ENTP. They operate under their own set of rules, and the ingenuity of their plans makes it challenging for both detectives and superheroes to apprehend and prosecute them. They commit outrageous and cunning crimes while maintaining a significant advantage in the cat-and-mouse game. These videos will be really helpful for you.